How y'all doing today? This is me, Jennifer McCray, J Shrink. How y'all doing, folks? I'm just at the library chilling, trying to get my videos together and everything. And I came across something I didn't even know that would affect me. The funeral of the passing and funeral of ex-president George H.W. Bush. Okay. Something I was reading, online about, the things that he had. And, his wife Barbara died. And he had a service dog. Because you remember he was debilitated. He had a Labrador named Sully, and he named Sully after that. The guy, the airline pilot that saved all those people. So after Barbara Bush died 6 months ago, they gave him a service dog to help him. His hands are weak and everything, to help him with different tasks with his hands, physical tasks that he needed, because he was 94 years old and his body was deteriorating. What disgusted me, and I'm not really a Bush fan. I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I'm an independent, but I give President George H.W. Bush for what did he do? I'm trying to remember what I was gonna say he did. He okay, he what did he do? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm weak now. Okay, I'm just gonna name the one thing he did that I agreed with. He signed the Americans with Disabilities Act. Y'all remember the act that you can't discriminate people who have physical or mental disabilities. You could bring your dog in your apartment. The dog could be. It opened the door for service dogs. That's what I liked that he did. He lifted the veil, because there were people, and I've known people, they had a hard time before the Americans with Disabilities Act. They wouldn't, they didn't have elevators. They had to carry them up the stairs. But I remember what I was gonna say. Two things. The thing I disliked about him to this very day, because I can like and not like something, that he got that Uncle Tom, Clarence Thomas, as to substitute for the most knowledgeable and help and I don't know, the best Supreme Court Justice Thurgood Marshall. I'm sorry. He opened up the civil rights for everybody. So and when Bush did that, that made me angry, because he just got a token, just Uncle Tom Coon token. Okay, now let me get back to the part about the dog, the American Disabilities Act. Okay, so people, they didn't want people, people who maybe had seizures or epilepsy, they couldn't get jobs. People didn't want people carrying them up the stairs to their job. People didn't want animals that helped them to be in their apartment, on the job. They wouldn't, if you had some type of learning disability or some type of physiological disability, colitis, any kind of disability, they did not have everything for that. So it's Americans with Disabilities Act of 1990, but it didn't get enforced until 1991, I think. So he did a lot, for people with disabilities, and having that being another civil rights, another civil right for people besides color, religion, age, because anybody could be disabled, anybody. So, and the interesting thing is, let me show you something. This is okay. Wait a minute, I can't never get these things right. Oh, hold up. Oh, okay. This is his dog, Sully. This is at the funeral. This is his service dog, Sully, okay? And Slate magazine really pissed me off. They said that Sully is a service dog who had been with President for 6 months, not his lifelong companion. There was like, he did not have a job. Like, he was like a pet, to just, he needed the dog to get around. It was a service dog. I mean, gosh, I can't believe a lot of those millennials, Slate people, and they need to be, they don't know anything from Zuckerberg to all these millennials. And they don't even know that a service dog helps people who have a mental or physical disability to get around. Not just blind and deaf people. There are other types of disabilities. And he was one of the presidents who was receptive to people telling him to open it up, because you just can't have a dog for blind and deaf people, So I'm going to show you a picture of him with President Bush. Okay. That's ex-President Bush. That's ex-President G.H.W. Bush, and there's Sully. You see Sully? Look at me. Okay, look at the ex-president's hands. He could barely lose his hands. Sully opened doors, refrigerators, and all kind of things. And when his wife Barbara died, provided him with companionship. But that's Sully. So that's Sully doing his job. That's not a pet. This is a service dog. Okay. But the one that really made me sad was this one, y'all. Isn't it sad? I started to cry because y'all know how I feel. Y'all know about my Heidi. I don't have my Heidi anymore. But that's Sully laying down by his side. So that captured everybody's heart. He's laying down by his handler's side. Okay. In service dog language, they're called handlers. They're not called masters, owners, this, that. Handlers, okay? So there he is by his handler's casket. And another thing, they're going to Sully, he was trained specifically for President Bush. And he was 2 years old, and everybody liked him. And let me see, right. So, okay, it says on this, it was truly an honor to have provided service dog Sully to be the president's side for the last several months. As a true patriot and visionary, President Bush will forever be viewed by people with disabilities, the Americans with Disabilities Act. And he ended up using it, didn't he? And that's ironic, isn't it? As a hero through his efforts to enact the Americans with Disabilities Act. And we are grateful for him for that. Okay, and y'all might wanna know what's gonna happen to Sully. Let's see if I can find this. Okay, Sully will be going into the program at Walter Reed Hospital. He will be his duties will be to perform therapy with the patients at Walter Reed. Y'all know his military Walter Reed. He's still gonna do his duties, but I think they're gonna make him not just a personal dog, but a therapy dog to help those soldiers that are coming back or who were in another war way back when. So that's, that touched me, even though I was mad about Clarence Thomas, but he really did. I'm going to give him kudos for that. Because I'm a beneficiary of American with Disabilities Act. I have bipolar disorder. And people would just fire me, not knowing certain symptoms and why my mood is changing or, so it's like that. And I'm going to show you one more thing. I know y'all, I'm missing my baby. And I'm going to ask y'all again. Please, I don't want anything else for Christmas. I want nothing more than to get me another assistance dog. I miss Heidi. We used to have fun together during Christmas. But, and that's me. And that's my GoFundMe page. So I don't, like I told you, I don't really have a close family because I don't have children, husband, siblings, or anything. All I had was my service dog. And my doctor and landlord approved it and my counselor approved it. I just needed the money or a donation or whatever. So I just wanted to plug me and Heidi. And it's called Make My Christmas Dream Come True. Thank you. Yeah, son, go for me. Make my Christmas dream come true. Cause I'm lonely. I've had a dog since I was 10 years old. Although, my parents got small breeds, and I can't have a large breed in my apartment, but a small breed would be good. That about the dog Sully touched my heart. That was just so sweet. The little time we had with him. I had almost 7 years with Heidi. Okay, I'm going to thank you for that. And remember, people who are using, who are disabled, it was G.H.W. Bush that signed into the law, the Americans with Disabilities Act. Thank you and goodbye. And don't forget, subscribe.